But anyways, yeah, look at this shit. How do you guys feel? What happened to the Tony DENARO? Where you at, man? What's going on? I like the video, but I mean, it's some conflicting information going around right now. Let's take a look up here. This just came out as I was about to do the live stream. Dun 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 dun. Chop chop, motherfuckers. Wrong. Go fuck your mother. Your video just got vaporized. You know, I just want to say I got nothing against Tony DENARO. I think he's a fucking great guy. I mean, if you're gonna throw shots at Lou, you better expect to take it back. Just saying, man.
Good evening, Ape Nation. Guys, what's going on? It is Monday, March 7th, 2022. And we're going to get into that clip that I just played for you. And we're going to put this rumor to rest once and for all. Because I'm tired of hearing about it. And I'm sure you guys are too. And if you are still being misled into believing that transparency has already been implemented and we are mere hours away from a major catalyst for AMC, I got bad news coming after the intro. But there's also good news too, right? We have the numbers back from Batman. I went to go see it last night. I'm going to talk about my theater experience, what I thought of the movie, all of that and a lot more when we come back. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
cue the speeder. This is the way.
so this is your first time to my channel. Welcome. I'm a retail investor. I got a large position in AMC, small position GME. I believe in the MOAS. On this channel, we don't do dates, times, or prices, but we do talk about any news concerning AMC or the broader market in general. With that being said, let's get into this. So Robert Pattinson's The Batman opens to $120 million at international box office, nearly $250 million globally. And I went last night to my local AMC theater. I actually was looking for a ticket for early in the day. I was planning on going to go see it. Times are a little lean right now, so I was trying to get a matinee at 30% off. And then I felt guilty about that for some weird reason. I don't know. I feel like AMC is getting plenty of money from me. They're making a killing off of what I do for the company. So I didn't feel that bad, but the unfortunate thing was they were sold out for all the matinees. They were sold out all the way up till the 8:15 show. So I didn't get out till way past midnight. But what a effing movie. I'm notorious for boring movies putting me out. I mean, I go lights out. If I am not entertained, you can forget it. I'm just not going to be engaged, and I will just decide to sleep. But the movie last night, from the minute it opened up till the very last second, I was on the edge of my seat. Robert Pattinson blew me away with his performance. He had that 1,000-mile stare in his eyes. It was just unbelievable. The chemistry between him and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. The movie, I just felt, was really well done. The cinematography was pretty. The score by Michael Giacchino was flawless. It just came in at the right times. The costumes were great. The locations, the sets, everything was just top notch. Paul Dano as the Riddler was phenomenal. So wasn't Colin Farrell as the Penguin. And as always, Jeffrey Wright has a knockout performance as Gordon. There's just nothing really I could say bad about it. There are a couple things here and there, but I even like the overall message and story of Batman trying to bring light to a dark world and trying to fix corruption just like we are. And so shout out to Matt Reeves, the director. He did a phenomenal job with that movie, I must say. And I'm really impressed. I can't wait for his next film. We got some teasers that we can get into Wednesday night, maybe in the live stream. And it is raking in the dough right now. So to its continued success, I hope. It's just good news for AMC, and we are knocking off some of that debt. Now, moving on to the implementation of transparency in the SEC ruling. I decided today to make a little phone call to the SEC to ask them, can you please provide me with information on this transparency? Was it implemented weeks ago? Are we still waiting for it to be implemented? Has it been voted on? Have you even looked at all of the responses and comments from your website? And instead of me telling you what happened, I'll just play some of the clips from the phone conversation. So I'm looking through on the main page of the SEC's proposed rules, and under details, dates, and release numbers, I see here that there is, on February 25th, there is, the file number is S70822, and the other is S70522. Now, both of these say, according to your website, it says that these are still in proposal stage. Is that correct, or is it possible that these rules have already been implemented into the market a few weeks back?
If they're posted on this page, especially something from February, they're probably still in the proposal phase.
Okay, so there's no way that this would have been, because it says comments due 30 days after publication or April 26th, whichever comes first. There's no way possible that this would have been already implemented, right? No way.
No, that's the reason why they have the proposal period, so that it's open to the public. And generally what will happen is once those comments are received from the public, the division who's responsible for it will start reviewing that, and they will make adjustments to the actual rule proposal. So what you see now may not be the final rule, because based on the comments we receive from the public, may actually change what we actually have in the rules. So that's the reason why they have this comment period. And then also, that also has to be posted in the Federal Register. So anytime a rule goes final, again, that would also have to be posted in the Federal Register too. And generally, there's also a date saying that this rule would go effective as of blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Okay. And then the final last draft is put together for the amendment, or for, in this case, an amendment. And then it's, then a date is picked for implementation.
And then it has to go before the commission.
Right.
Because it's a rule proposal, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go through. The commission still has to vote on it.
Right, right.
So you may have a 3-2 vote, and it may not go through. So that's also part of the process.
Okay. Okay. Right. You need the majority of a 5, right?
Correct.
On the votes. Okay. All right. So we got a couple more steps before any of these can possibly go in.
That's correct.
All right. And is it recommended that the public get in on this and put their comments up? I mean, they're going to take this into consideration?
That's the reason why it's there.
Okay.
You'll see a link where it says submit comments.
Yep. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What was your name?
It's Randolph.
Randolph. Okay, Randolph. And you work, what department do you work with?
This is the Office of Investor Education and Advocacy.
The Office of Investor Education and Advocacy. Okay. Investor Education and Advocacy.
To the public.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Randolph. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You have a good afternoon. Yep, bye-bye. So, guys, that was the phone call I had just this afternoon with Randolph from the Office of Investor Education and Advocacy. I thought it was important that we go right to the source and get the facts on this, because there is so much being misconstrued right now. And I know everyone's saying, well, there's a couple more days before we can finalize. We are in the very beginning stages, as the gentleman stated on the phone. And look, I'm not looking to be a bad guy here and start to rag on other people's channels or other people's content or anything like that, especially apes who are holding AMC stock. Just because they're a smaller channel, there's no need to bully or anything like that. But when you start to brag and boast before something has come to fruition, sometimes that can come back to haunt you. And also, when you are looking up to someone for information and you are respecting their opinion and their street smarts and where they're getting their info from, to go about it blindly without doing your due diligence about the person is a mistake that a lot of people make. And I'm not saying the young man in the beginning did. I wish him all the best with his channel. But when he started to attack Tony and the DD that Tony did and saying, where you at, that got me a little vexed. And so I just wanted to address it really quickly. But again, I wish him the best. I just hope he learns his lesson about running his mouth. You know, being a younger guy, I get it. I used to be the same way. And as you grow older, you grow out of that. And I'm sure he will too. And just in case this turns out to be a misunderstanding of vocabulary, a proposal is a plan or suggestion, especially a formal or written one, put forward for consideration or discussion by others. And when we get to implementation, that is when you actually put that proposal after it's completed and voted on into effect. And that's the date we're waiting on. In the meantime, guys, feel free to go comment like the gentleman said at the SEC. They take that into consideration and even sometimes rewrite the regulations based off of the comments from the general public. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Might be going live tonight, possibly later on. I'll know for sure in a couple hours. But if not, Wednesday night, as usual, 9 o'clock, we'll be there to live stream. I hope you guys can join me. And guys, as always, thank you for all my likers, my viewers, my commenters, my new subscribers, my OGs. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.